Hello, class. Okay. Um, this week I had the opportunity to do some observations at one of the preschool centers. Yesterday was my first day doing the observations, and I think that it went well. I was able to observe. It was about 8 kids in the classroom. Didn't see too much behavioral issues, but there was one girl in the classroom that kind of went off on her own and was kind of retelling a story, I guess, that was told for her in the past. It was like the big bad wolf, so she was kind of off in the corner, kind of reacting this. So kind of kept my eye on her. Today I asked the teacher if she typically does things like that, and she said that she does, and believed that she was getting some help from another agency, but wasn't sure, but knew that it was for speech therapy, but not anything behavioral wise. So there was just one student that I kind of observed, with kind of abnormal behaviors that I don't think were typical for a 4-year old. But anyway, today I went in and I went to go talk to one of the director of this specific preschool center, because as you know, I'm doing my internship at, it's called Early Neighborhood Collaborative, and it's a collaborative of 7 different agencies. So there's about 7 different preschool sites within Grand Rapids, Michigan. And at this one particular site, I went and talked to the director. As I was going in there to talk to her, there was already a child in there who was actually crying hysterically and was very upset. So kind of got some first-hand experience. She said, "Oh, well, we're kind of having a situation right now." So I talked to her. The kid was crying. So in about like the next 2 minutes, I kind of asked the little girl, "What's going on? How are you doing?" I kind of helped her get up off the floor and sat her down at the table where I was sitting and asked her to kind of draw. And I said, "I don't want to see you cry." And kind of we were talking and working through things, and she stopped crying. And at the end of the day, she was like, "Oh, well," I said, "Well, what? Why are you crying? What's going on?" And she said she didn't like the word no, and she doesn't like people telling her no, and she doesn't like when things go her way. So we had a discussion on, why this you shouldn't behave this way if someone tells you no and things of that nature. And after all of that, she kind of calmed down and was able to redirect her, but I also was able to give the director some information for my agency, which has child supports coordination, that the child may be able to utilize, because the director stated that the mother has some concerns about her child. And I kind of got a little background history just with talking with the child. She's only 5, but she's very bright and smart and understood that she shouldn't have been behaving the way she behaved. So that was that. Then I went into the classroom again today and still observed, and the child that I was talking about before was not there. So still kind of observed some of the kids. Didn't see anything too abnormal. But my question is, this is my first time doing observations of small kids. So like 3, 4, 5 is the age that I'll be doing observations. And wanted to know if there's any tips that anybody in the class has for doing observations for children, or what to look for. As I stated before, I did create an observation tool to kind of, base my observations off of. But if anybody has ever been around behavior kids, or what to look for, or anything like that, those types of things would be greatly appreciated, or just some insights from my class, from you guys that have worked with kids that have behaviors in the classroom setting, or that you've worked with, or anything of that nature would help. So yeah, and then also right now I've got stamps and things ready to send out for my parent engagement group that I'll be doing the week after next. So I'm excited about that, to be bringing the parents together that graduated in the prep program that I mentioned a while back. So getting all the background stuff ready for all that. So that's about it so far. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.